Hey, it's me, Hannah. Happy Pride! As a bi woman in a heteronormative marriage, I haven't always felt like Pride Month was really for me. But over the last few years, I've gotten more and more involved, and while Richmond's Pride Fest isn't until September, I still wanted to do something to celebrate here in June. And fresh from a couple trips to the Ren Fair, and with social algorithms targeting my bisexuality, I know what I have to do. I simply must create the perfect bi-pirate look inspired by the bisexual flag. Now, as far as I'm aware, a year or two back, someone on TikTok just canonized the fact that all bisexuals have pirate clothing in their closet. This kicked off the bi-pirate movement, and if you search bi-pirate or Birate on any of your social feeds, you too can experience bi-panic. I wasn't able to find that original creator, so if you know, feel free to drop a comment. But I did find that I wasn't the first person to come up with the idea of developing a bi-pirate look based off the bi flag. At Megan Siafri on TikTok has a couple videos where she puts together a similar look, and she sells Birate apparel as well, so look her up. But I have a specific look in mind, so I'm gonna break out my sewing machine again. So for my base layer, I was thinking of doing something between a corseted overdress and a pirate vest. And I've always been really inspired by the look of the Amelia overdress from Holy Clothing, specifically the laces going down the front. But I do know that I want a lower neckline. It's Pride Month. So I'm going to use the Butterick 4669 corset pattern and just extend the pattern pieces to a maxi dress length. Being sure to add some extra room for my hips by widening the pieces once we move down from the waistline. I've already cut these pieces out, so let's get to sewing. All right, because I am who I am, proudly, I didn't mock any of this up. And I realized in the original 4-panel design that I just had not left enough room for my hips. So taking some more inspiration from the Holy Clothing design, I decided to add little plackets. I'm not sure if that's right. What is a placket? Placket refers to the part of your shirt where the buttonholes are placed. Yeah, placket. So I've added plackets to either side of the front seam, which made room for my hips, but I wasn't really thinking, and I didn't make any adjustments to the front and side panels of the dress where they meet at the armhole. So I need to either fade the plackets out as we get to the armhole, or I need to make adjustments to the front and side panels to essentially make room for the new fabric that's added by adding a placket. So I'm going to play around with that and see where we land. But once that is complete, I can go ahead and add the eyelets, add the lacing, and hem up the skirt, and I'll be done. All right, onto the corset. Now I would like to do an underbust corset that comes down a little bit lower on my hips and then comes to a point in the front. I'm planning on using this material that I got from my grandmother-in-law. It's a little bit of a heavier material, but I am just too in love with the color. Since I don't have a pattern that matches the shape that I'm looking for, I'm going to try and draft up my own using the duct tape method. I gotta say, I'm pretty pleased with how this turned out. The pieces themselves, I don't know if I am particularly amped on, but all together, the look as it all came together, which was of course the goal, was I could definitely see myself wearing this to a pride parade or a fun pride event. It feels flamboyant enough and also at the same time very niche and very me. The final piece to tie everything to the bisexual flag was the sash, which ended up just being a piece of fabric I picked up from a local craft store. I probably could have spent more time like finishing it and making it look nice, and I might do that in the future, but I ended up having a little bit of a time crunch before heading out to grab some photos and some final shots for this video. So there's definitely some pieces of the construction here that just aren't it. This is not my most technically savvy piece.
Savvy.
It's rolled hems on all of the necklines. The eyelets are kind of wonky, but I mean, overall, it absolutely meets my needs as a bi pirate. And I think that this is something I could build on. I got some ideas cooking up for future videos. I think this has been a huge lesson in planning. This project was low-key cursed, which feels piratey. I ran out of thread on my bobbin 100 times. I miscut. Obviously, we saw the issues I ran into with having to add the plackets on the front seams of the dress, and I just felt a little Captain Jack Sparrow, if you will, at some moments during this project. So it makes a difference if I make time to do some planning, and I simply did not do that with this project. So I'll take that down the line with me. And all this to say, like, I keep coming back to it. I'm very happy with how this looks, and I'm looking forward to wearing it in the future. And even though I ran into a number of hiccups, I still just had so much fun making it. And if you had as much fun as I did, it would mean the world to me if you would like and subscribe. And if you do, I will see you in 2 weeks for my next video. Take care.